here we have a couple of circuits that we're looking to manage and some bookings that already exist.
From the screen here, I've got some fiber circuits in and some fiber circuits out. Each one of these resources is set up with a given capacity. What we can do direct from the schedule book here is to highlight the mouse over a particular time. It will tell us the available capacity, the used capacity, and the total megabits on the resource here. So as I move across the timeline here, what's going to happen is that calculation is going to keep refreshing based on the information that is on the screen. So at the moment, I'm just hovering over some blank space. No bookings are on that timescale. As soon as I hover over a particular booking, you can see my used now is 175 and my available has dropped to 225. And as I go through, where there's multiple bookings, then it's going to add those two values and recalculate the available bandwidth and always give me a running total of how much is there.
In this case here, we've got circuit 1 and circuit 3. And circuit 1, for whatever reason, fails, or you've got to take it out of service, and somehow you've got to get these 3 bookings all onto one circuit. Clearly, you don't have enough bandwidth. If we hover over that, it's going to tell us that we've used 375 megabits of the 400 available. Let's first take that booking 466 and move it across onto circuit 3.
So I'm just adjusting the numbers here so that we now have this one showing as 100 megabits. And then I'm going to intentionally cause a conflict here at the circuit 001 going down. So if I just, again, using a drag and drop technique, just put that booking on top of the other ones, then what we'll see is 2 things happen. One is that the existing bookings, in fact, all 3 bookings now, are all conflicting, so they all display as red. Red is designated conflict color. But it also gives us a question on the schedule book here. It's asking whether we want to see or whether we're okay with these conflicts. And now, what I'm going to do is just click on View so that it takes me into the specific detail here. And so it's saying I've got 3 different bookings on circuit 03, and this last line here is actually going to tell me the conflict, and it's stating that we are over by 75 megabits. So that specific conflict is based on an overbooked capacity, which is the conflict type amongst all the others in MediaPulse. I'm okay with that at the moment, so I'm going to save that conflict window without adjusting. You can actually resolve conflicts from within the conflict window. It's a very useful feature, but in this case, we're going to keep this here for a moment and then go in and adjust the bandwidth on one of the bookings. And so on this one here, now it's stating we have minus 75, which is why we're getting the conflict. And now I'm going to go in here and just adjust the booking to take that bandwidth down, the resource quantity, to 25, and then save. That should turn back to the phase colors and the conflict being resolved.